Good evening guys, welcome to another review of another new aircraft into the collection, and this is the final outstanding Mustang of the newly released mould Corgi, which is I've yet to get, and of course this is the North American P51D Mustang Detroit Miss, representing the aircraft of Lieutenant Urban L. Drew of the 375th Fighter Squadron of the 361st Fighter Group, based at RAF Little Walden in October 1940. So I'm going to get out of the box first and show you all the bits that come with it. So here we go, here's everything that comes within the box. I've put together the stand. It comes with this little cradle where, if you see where that pin is, that sits into the hull, and the airframe sits in the gap there. It's a little bit garish, but it's not too much of an issue. In this instance, the up undercarriage and the flaps are in at this point, so it's all airborne. Comes with a pilot figure in there. No sliding canopy, unlike the Dragon version, although there's a mark there. The black mark obviously indicates where the actual canopy would slide into, but it's an actual mark rather than a groove itself. Both flaps, which are interchangeable for when it's in the down position, which I like my stuff on wheels, which I'll fit in a minute and show you. You've got two gear doors, two sets of obviously the landing gear. The up landing gear is already in the aircraft as fitted, and of course the rear wheel. It also comes with a limited edition card there with a write-up of the pilot's exploits, quite a detailed one in this case, which is something we like to know and associate with the aircraft, and of course it's part of the War in Europe selection. So let me get this out and put it onto a stand. I'll give you a little bit of a walkthrough and then put it on its wheels. So here we are. She's in flight mode, as you can see. Really famous Mustang this. So for anybody who doesn't know, Lieutenant Urban L. Drew, or Ben Drew as he's known, was one of only 3 US Army Air Force pilots who had come across the Me262 as of the 7th of October 1944, and he'd come across them on a bomber support mission over Osnabrück, and he went on a what they call ramrod mission, and over the same area he noticed 2 of the Me262s on an airfield below just starting their takeoff run. So he put his Mustang into a deep dive. At that treetop level, he was doing around about 450 miles an hour. He took one down just as it left the runway, and the lead aircraft was well ahead of him at that point. And if the lead aircraft had kept going in a straight direction, it would have outpaced the Mustang quite comfortably. But the pilot in the lead aircraft decided to make a sharp turn, to which case he managed to catch up with him and sort of fired a ricochet shot against it and took them down. So he took 2 of the new aircraft down on that particular mission, and become a bit of a legend among the US Army Air Force. Well, now let's go back to the model. So this aircraft here, a very famous aircraft, the Detroit Miss, of the 375th Fighter Squadron. As we see on the canopy is kill markings there, representing the serial 414164, and obviously the markings E2D. So Detroit Miss is actually in like a bomb style motive there as well. Really good looking aircraft. I'll show you what it means with the pin underneath without it falling out. I don't know if you can see. So the pin just goes into the hole there, rather than just a standard stand. So if you did take that cradle off, it wouldn't reach in there because you've got the radiator scoop. Markings are really good on it. Obviously turning prop, pilot in the aircraft. 2 drop tanks, may I add, as well. But it's probably the most colourful, and dare I say it, is it the best new mould Mustang? I don't know. There's been some nice ones, but it's a very good looking aircraft, that's for sure. I love the red trim around the canopy as well. I would love to see Country Mary made, but and also Jersey Jerk, the new schemed one at Sywell. This one apparently is actually at Sywell, so it's owned by one of the Arnolds. I forget, it might be Peter Arnold, I'm not entirely sure. but he was going to get it restored at one point. There has been work done on it, but I think it's gone back into storage now. But yeah, very good looking aircraft. What I'm going to do now, I'm just going to go and put it onto its wheels, so I'll give you a bit of a walk around of it whilst it's on its wheels. Here she is, down on her undercarriage and with the flaps fitted in the downward position as well. So for anybody who's got an old style Corgi Mustang, one of the biggest criticisms was the undercarriage. Whenever you put it in, it had that tendency to splay. Much like the ME109, it was a real pain in the backside. You used to literally put it on there and you wouldn't want to touch it. The actual undercarriage doors as well are much more solid. They've got real deep pins on it now, which allow you to slot them in nice and healthily. You know, the down flaps are a little more tricky to fit than the up flaps, but I think they look a little more authentic with them down in that position. It is just a great bit of kit, the Corgi Mustang. It really is a nice bit of kit. They've done a great job on it, and now dare I say it, it's probably on par with the Dragon, I would say. Although Dragon has a sliding canopy that adds a nice feature to it, but the Dragon don't come with a pilot figure, which is a bit of a pain. But a great looking bit of kit. And of course the final piece in the jigsaw for me with Mustangs, I'm now fully complete again, which is really nice. I've got obviously a few Forces of Valor Chinese Air Force ones to get, but they're not high on the agenda. Anyhow, again, just to reiterate, thank you for watching Wings Monthly this month, and thanks to my guests Sam, Dan as always, and of course the wonderful Michael Lowe with his World War I knowledge. We was going to cap it at an hour, but actually it went really smoothly, and I really enjoyed the conversation. I hope you did too. Okay guys, thanks for tuning in. Hope you have a great working week as we all get ready to go to bed for the final time this weekend and head into Monday morning. And of course, obviously, don't forget the last episode of Masters of the Air this Friday as well, which I really enjoyed. Ironically, the last episode being quite Mustang centric with the Tuskegees in it as well. So have a lovely week. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll speak to you soon.